Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dearest brothers and sisters in Islam, and welcome to the New Muslim Academy and our series Islamic Morals, Manners and Etiquettes. You are all absolutely most welcome. We are continuing with the etiquettes of eating and drinking, and in today's episode we want to discuss the topic of washing our hands before we eat and washing our hands after we eat. What is Islam's teachings on this? Well, we don't have any evidence from the Messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, to say we should wash our hands before we eat. But despite not having the evidence related exactly to this particular point, the general evidences teach us that we should be clean of ourselves and also in our practices. So if there is a circumstance and situation whereby we have used our hand in a particular way and there is a chance that we're carrying some dirt, then no doubt we would say from the etiquettes of eating and drinking from an Islamic perspective is to wash off that dirt and to then eat. This is cleaner and this is also better and safer for your health. So whilst the scholars might have not said that from the etiquettes is to wash your hands because we don't have any evidence for it, they say it's recommended, especially if you have any dirt on your hands or you suspect that you have any dirt on your hands. Now, as for washing your hands after eating, we have general evidences about it. Like once the Prophet ﷺ, he ate the shoulder of a lamb, and after that it is reported, he didn't say it, but in action, he washed his hands and he rinsed his mouth. So scholars have said that it's recommended to do so. We have some evidence about washing your hands after eating, nothing about before eating. But even then, if we analyze this, we see that the Prophet ﷺ washed his hands after eating as per need. Because if you eat the shoulder of a lamb, there's going to be the fat that's on the meat, it's going to make your hands sticky. So there's a need to wash your hands and of course rinse your mouth. So if a person doesn't have a need to wash their hands after eating, and accordingly they don't wash their hands after eating, can a person come to them and say, oh, you've gone against the teachings of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam? No. We say it's recommended if there's a need to wash your hands after you eat, as it is recommended to wash your hands if there's a need before you eat. And if a person doesn't feel that there's a need to wash their hands before or after eating, we don't say that you've gone against the guidance of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is a lesson about washing our hands before eating and after eating. And as we said, we do not have any direct evidence, statement from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to do so. But regarding after eating, again, we don't have a statement, but we have a companion who saw that he washed his hands and rinsed his mouth after eating. Our scholars say, if there's a need, you do so. If there is no need, you don't do so or don't need to do so. And this wouldn't necessitate a person going against the teachings of Islam because the matter is connected to need. I hope this clarifies. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.